the central bank said it would no longer accept Greek government bonds as collateral for lending money to commercial banks. The move makes access to cash more expensive for Greece's banks. In Athens, the stock market fell more than 6%, while bank stocks tumbled as much as 16%. The ECB said that its move was because it could not assume a successful deal on Greece's Euros 240 bn pounds 179 bn bailout. Shares in Greek banks fell sharply, with Alpha Bank shares were down 10%, Eurobank shares down 15%, and National Bank of Greece 12.3% lower. The wider Athens stock market initially fell more 10% before recovering slightly. Market falls. Italian and Spanish stock markets were also trading down about 1% by mid-morning. The yield, or interest rate, on Greek bonds rose more than 2 percentage points as investors demanded higher returns on the country's debt. The newly elected Greek government is in talks with international creditors over the terms of its bailout, which it thinks are too harsh. The Greek Finance Ministry said the ECB's decision, which is due to come into effect on February 11, would have no adverse impact on the country's financial industry. It said the sector was fully protected with other options still available. Get the deal. Banks can still access funding through the Emergency Liquidity Assistance program, run by Greece's central bank, and at a much higher cost to the banks. According to the Greek newspaper toughens, the interest rate is 1.55%, compared with 0.05% on regular ECB financing. Earlier on Wednesday, Greek Finance Minister Yanis Varoufakis met the ECB's President Mario Draghi to discuss the country's bailout. Analysts said the ECB statement was a sign the meeting had not been a success. This is clearly the ECB signaling to the Greek government, "You're going to have to talk to international lenders, the Troika, and get the deal." Jacob Kirkjard, senior fellow at the Peterson Institute for International Economics, told the Associated Press. Otherwise, really bad things are going to happen. The euro fell sharply against the dollar on the news, dropping more than a cent to $1.1331. On Thursday, Mr. Varoufakis is due to meet his German counterpart, Wolfgang Schäuble, one of the toughest critics of the new Greek government.